You've heard me say again and again that oneness is the ultimate truth of this universe. You're going to continue to hear me say this because that's something that people who are living in a perspective of separation need to understand the very most. But what if I was to tell you that oneness is not actually the ultimate truth of this universe? Before we continue, I'm going to give you a little tip. If you feel like you're struggling with the content that's to follow, I want you to watch my video that's titled, "Why Are Spiritual Teachers So Contradictory?" In that video, I explain that spiritual teachers must take into account the truth of a multidimensional universe, and what's true in one dimension of the universe may not be true in the next. At a level of this universe that is higher than the truth of oneness, oneness is in fact the greatest illusion that could possibly exist. The truth is that what we have been calling God or Source cannot actually be named. The minute you name it, you make it an it. You give it definition and therefore suggest that there is something that it isn't for it to be in relationship to. When most people awaken to the experience of oneness, they experience every separate thing, whether it's a person or a lamppost or a flower or a dog or a section of pavement, as simply being them. Only them expressing in a different form. Therefore, all of these different things in the world are actually just a part of one much larger thing. We call this larger thing Source or God or even the universe. But that's the problem. What we are perceiving as the ultimate truth of God or Source of the universe is actually simply the ego or the I of that which cannot be named. Oneness is the ego, the one self of that which cannot be named. There is no one self at the most objective level of this universe. But that which cannot be named, I shouldn't even be saying that to describe it, created the concept of I or ego, the separation within itself so as to know itself. Obviously, if you have something that there is no definition within, there is no I that exists there, it can't know itself because one can only know itself by virtue of there being something to relate itself to. There is a truth beyond oneness because there is separation inherent in the largest component of that concept. It is corrupted by language and defining of any kind. It is critical for people who perceive separateness to expand their consciousness to see that we are in fact all one. And then it is critical for people who perceive oneness and who can conceptualize an experience of oneness to expand their perspective further, to see that in fact no oneness actually exists. Oneness is in fact the illusion / perception of an identity of that which is beyond oneness. Have a good week.